Hi to my classmates, my professor, and anyone else who might be checking out my webpage. This is my webpage. My name is Michelle Orban, which you can see M. Orban. This webpage was created for my technology in health and physical education class. And I will take you through a brief tour as my final video, closing video of my class through my webpage. So here we go. As you can see, this is my opening page. It says M. Orban, Physical Education. I have a wordle here that represents keywords that are important within physical education and health, in my opinion. It is in a heart shape, which I truly love on a whole bunch of different aspects. First of all, because it's a love for being physically active, and heart health and representation of your body overall health and well-being. So that's why I have this one. Okay, so let's keep moving. That's everything on my opening homepage. Next, I will take you to my welcome video page. On this page, I have a video that was made for my students, which would be used for the opening year welcome video as the school year starts, basically just getting them excited for what's to come. So next, I will take you to the About Me page. On this page, I have a couple of pictures. I have a picture of me. I actually chopped out my son that's at Great Falls. We were hiking around and rock climbing. Oh, sorry, I was covering the camera. And down here is a picture of me at a ropes course. Here's a little background. I've written up about me, where I've come from, where I desire to go, and some of my passions. So if you want to read some more about me, this is where you would go. Next, we'll go to my blog page, and actually on this page, it's a blog that I've written up. I will say I've never done a blog before, and prior to this class, I never even saw a blog. So this was an interesting experience for me. There were 3 different blogs that you'll find here that I have posted about. The first one is Physical Education newsletter, and basically, should there be a newsletter within physical education? Next is how we can personalize physical education using technology, basically. And you can read my thoughts on that there. And the last is the role of fun in physical education. So on all 3 of these topics, you can find out more information about my thoughts on this portion of my page. You can also, through the post a comment link, post comments on your thoughts and share back. I would love to hear your thoughts as well and start a conversation about these important topics. So next, I will take you to my questionnaire page. Oops, sorry. So on this page is a questionnaire that I created just to find out more information. It's something I would give to my students to find out a little bit, at least in this format. I did it for my classmates in my class to find out more information about them. But I would do something in a similar format, perhaps to learn more about my students, gather information. It can also be used for different assessments under this format. So that was done there and done using, if I remember correctly, Google Form. So next, I will take you to my audio podcast. Once again, you will learn along the way here is that all of this technology stuff was new for me. So once again, this was an area that was new. Podcasts was something I had never been done or heard or seen. So I had done my podcast on ice skating, which is one of my personal favorite sports. It's an audio podcast where you can listen to my thoughts about ice skating. This podcast was done in kind of the format that I would use it for my students, talking about my passion for the sport and my thoughts on it, and what it has in store for them and what the benefits are to hopefully inspire them to go and ice skate themselves. So next I have my TED Talk page. Yet again, TED Talk was something new, something I have never done, seen, heard, any of the above. On my TED Talk was just basically a topic about just all the different, a bunch of different list of things that I had to do using technology, different assignments. This was kind of done in the format of if I were a professor, and just kind of sharing my trials and tribulations along the way, kind of with my classmates and my professor, of my challenges I came across and tips and suggestions for doing these assignments using technology. This actually was a pretty fun thing to do. It was time consuming, but pretty interesting, and I learned a lot along the way on doing the different topics. So there's the link that you would check out for that video. So next I will take you to my lesson plans that I have created using and which would incorporate technology. So here first is my lesson plan for physical education. It is a first grade lesson plan that I created for the dance unit, teaching the continental drift. You can kind of just scroll down. It's pretty standardized in regards to the GNU format, having the 6 different SOLs, material, and the more specific lesson plan. My technology that I used for this assignment was the music being played. I also used a YouTube video showing the continental drift dance. So that is the first, and then if you go further down, you will find my health lesson plan. This is for a first grade health lesson, and it is on the 5 food groups and nutrition. My technology that I incorporated in this was a overhead projector, and which was used to link to a video that kind of can be used as a informative piece at the beginning of the class, and at the end be used kind of as a assessment tool, kind of a self-assessment just for growing and learning and making it fun. I really liked that YouTube video and thought it was a fun way to kind of get the kids excited in a fun way. So the next page I will take you to is my introductions using technology. On this page, I have 12 different topics of physical education that would be taught, and I have incorporated different links or different tools that would be used, or I would use as a intro aspect to that actual lesson to kind of motivate and get the students excited about what we're doing and they're going to be doing. That's part of a key component, I think, is, as the professor always says, getting the hook. So yeah, I think it's a great tool. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button, to get them excited about what they're going to be doing in our class. So that is actually everything on my page. It's a great, I just gave you a brief run through of where you can find out more information and find out about all the topics I've talked about. I'd like to share a little bit with you about my experiences in this class. I will honestly say, coming into this class, I was a little jaded at first, since the title of the class, and it is called Technology in Health and Physical Education. That subject and title alone kind of threw me through a loop, and to me, I had a hard time really settling with the contradiction of the two in my mind, because in my mind, physical education is supposed to be trying to get them away from technology and get them moving, is where my mind always goes. But I will say, I have learned otherwise through the process of this class. It has been very enlightening in different ways that technology can be used to enhance health and physical education. And actually, that's what I would recommend to maybe change the title of the class to, would be enhancing, because I think that is really the trick and art of it. The professor really did a good job, Mr. Agner, of opening my eyes to that this can be used as a hook for students who don't really draw to or aren't attracted to being physically active. And I loved that aspect of it and kind of that way of thinking. My eyes have also been open to that the school systems, at least locally at Fairfax County, are kind of moving towards a one-on-one student technology ratio, which is they would get one laptop per student. There are 3 schools, as far as I'm aware of, already doing this in the county, and I actually got an opportunity to observe one of those schools just recently. So I thought that this was a very useful course in that aspect, as I shared a lot through my video. I had very little technology background coming into here, and had not explored many of the things that we covered and I had to actually do. I was very scared about doing a website, as well as probably every topic we had to do in every assignment in some way, shape, or form. I was a little scared at first, but learned along the way that it really wasn't as bad as I thought, and I am thankful for this class kind of pushing me out of my comfort zone. So thank you, Mr. Agner, thank you, GMU, for helping me grow, and just one other avenue on top of all the other avenues that I have already learned and grown. To those of you that aren't in my class or my professor, thank you for, and everyone, thank you for taking actually the time to check out my page, listening and hearing about the journey I have gone through. I hope you've learned a little bit about me and kind of opened your eyes in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, if you'd like to learn or know more, please check out my page and everything's there. So I wish you well, and I hope y'all learn and grow in your technology as I have. Have a great one. Bye.